Well, how are you this morning?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great. Such an honor to be here and to be doing this retreat with you. I'm so excited.
I know it's like a dream come true. Well, for me anyway, it's a massive dream come true to be hosting an exotic tropical retreat on a remote island in the Bahamas. It's like pinch me.
Yeah.
It's a huge manifestation and dream. So thank you for inviting me to co-host this magical retreat. But you live on the island and manage this resort. So tell us more about what it is to live on a remote paradise island in the
Yeah.
Bahamas.
Yeah. It's quite unique. It's a little island. It's about 20 minutes away from Nassau by plane. And the island is quite small, so it's about 7 miles long and about 1 mile wide. There's not much on the island, so there is just a lot of beauty, and the beaches are just amazing. Yeah, me and my husband manage this lodge. We are primarily a fly fishing lodge, and yeah, it's nestled amongst palm trees and right up against the beautiful white sand beach. And yeah, it's such a blessing to wake up there in the mornings where the sun rises and you can walk down to the beach, and it's just wow, it's just paradise. And yeah, we have a really nice community on the island, and it's such a pleasure to support the locals there and to be part of the community, and to provide workspaces for them and make such beautiful connections with them, and get to know their families and get to know their lives. And yeah, it's such a special place too, and people are really tight knit, and really supportive of each other, which is a really beautiful thing about living there. To see that, to know each other, and to know, you need anything, I'm here to help you. And it's just such a wonderful experience there.
Yeah, wow. And like every time we do a video call or anything, it's like your backdrop is exactly that. Palm trees, blue skies, white sandy beaches, like glowing skin. It's such an incredible opportunity and experience. So is this your second season here?
Yeah, I'm going to be moving into the second season in September. So
Yeah.
and we will be starting now doing wellness retreats as well, which is super exciting. As I said, it's a fly fishing lodge primarily. So this is a really new program, but the owners really want to expand the offerings and start offering more wellness forward programs. And the space itself is perfect for it. There's this beautiful outside patio that, faces the ocean, and it's just a beautiful space for yoga and ceremony. Yeah, I can see it.
Yes, me too. Like when we were planning out the schedule and how we can utilize the indoor and outdoor space and like have our closing ceremony with fire down on the beach, it was all we could really see and feel it all happening. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's such a beautiful thing to be having you coming from Ireland. Uh, yeah, that connection is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And it's such an honor to be asked on this because, when two people co-create magic like this together, it's important that we have a connection. And me and you go back way back to when COVID brought us together in like through a mutual friend. So it's so magical, like how these connections can blossom and grow into what we are about to host in October. So I really believe like there are no coincidences. And you bringing this wellness retreat to this remote island. And I know you were saying the owners are quite spiritual as well. So it's really incredible how this has just grown now and evolved.
Yeah, it really feels like this sacred network, and how it's all weaving together just so naturally.
Mm.
Um, and it just proves how we're all connected, and how everything just kind of works itself out without trying.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah. It's the divine feminine way, just let it flow. And that's what I'm really excited to co-create with you, because we both work in the same industry, but we both have quite unique offerings. Like you did your yoga teacher training in Costa Rica, I think, is it?
Yep.
Yes, yeah. And you love cacao, and you also do sound therapy as well, and Reiki.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
That,
beautiful.
yes.
Um,
It's been such a beautiful journey. I started working on the island last year, and all along this time, I've been working with Katie and her online offerings. So I have been taught Reiki, and it's been such a transformative experience, and it has really shifted my personal practice and my life too. Amongst managing the lodge, it's really, really important to bringing that divine feminine and that the feminine life as well, and there's so many amazing tools to be using during times where it's busy, so I'm really, really excited to have you as my mentor a little bit as well. To be hosting with you is going to be very, very special. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. And like that, because we've worked together, and we have very similar values and perceptions on life, I think it's really beautiful to be able to bring that to the retreat, to the Sacred Harmony retreat, which is both for men and women. And we were discussing that, like how important in the fast-paced life, that we bring the sacredness and bring the feminine energy, because retreats are all about feminine energy, because you're resting, recharging, receiving. So I feel, especially for men, that it's so important that they gift themselves the time to go on retreat, either with their significant other or solo. Like, it really is an opportunity to receive and be held, especially for men.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Mhm.
also, I think the retreat is going to be such a beautiful, container for everyone to come and just to really recharge, and what it means for them if they, want to really express their feminine. They can enjoy, the beach, or just, hang out by the pool and just really, really dive into that essence. Or if they
Mhm.
want to be more active, we have also some boat excursions or some island tours that we can offer, so there is something for everyone in it. Yeah, really, really
Yeah.
excited.
And we've sat down and we've carefully curated, a schedule and a plan that supports both the masculine and feminine needs. So the morning time will be a little bit more active and energizing, through our yoga practice, embodiment practice, and also the excursions. And then the evening time, then it'll be more wind down, chill, restorative, cacao, heart opening ceremonies. So I really do feel like there's that sacred balance and sacred union of both masculine and feminine offerings.
Definitely. And I think it's so important to allow people to connect with their needs, and like, what is it that I need, and
Wow.
how can I understand that, and how can I live that? And I think the Sacred Harmony retreat will really provide the container for people to reconnect with who it is they are and what they actually need. And yeah, I think it will be really, really, really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And like that, coming on retreat by yourself is really special and a unique experience, or coming with a friend, or coming for a loved one. So we're definitely catering for all, whether they decide to come solo or with somebody. And it's an opportunity to meet new people, because that's a big thing, I suppose, in our life, is that we go to the same places, we work with the same people, we have the same circle, which is lovely and feels really safe. But sometimes when we put ourselves out of our comfort zone and try something new, that's when this whole other world begins to open up. And I find when people come into ceremony with cacao, or, they come to an embodiment workshop, or they start to explore, the divine feminine, work, they're like, wow, I never knew this existed. And it like opens up this whole new way of being for them. So I'm really excited to share that in the retreat with you as well.
Absolutely. And there's something so magical when people from all over, they come together and they're going through this experience all together, connecting with their hearts and yeah, creating this bubble, and the whole group becomes really, really special and close. And I always love to see how people who didn't know each other, coming from different walks of lives, just go through an experience together in a special place, and create this magical experience that they won't forget ever. So yeah, it's really amazing.
And you also mentioned as well that the island is very remote, and there's nothing really on the island but just pure nature, which I'm very, very excited, because I love seclusion. I love like stepping away from all the hustle and bustle. But another unique thing about the retreat is the food. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit more about delicious food that will be supplied? Like, a very big part of retreats for me always is, is the food.
Yeah, we are super lucky. We have a well-renowned chef living at the lodge and providing amazing food. And I will be curating a retreat menu with him. Will be all vegetarian. And he just does an amazing job. The food always is A+, really amazing tasting, and presents it really lovely. So we will be having a vegetarian breakfast that will be very special and fresh and organic. And then we will have lunches as well, that will be a selection of different, salads and sandwiches and whatever people may like. We can always adjust, to people's needs. And then the dinners, of course, will be amazing with some vegetarian main courses, but there will be more shared on that as I discuss with him. But yeah, it's going to be amazing.
So they're going to be nourished from the inside out.
Absolutely, yes. And fun fact is that the island gets the food from Nassau. There's a mailboat shipping the food, so we will be able to shop with a person from Nassau over FaceTime. We can really carefully select our ingredients and the food. So we are really, really lucky to be able to do that.
Yes. Oh, handpicked and carefully curated. It's like, this is a really, really deeply nourishing retreat where there's no stone left unturned. And, me and you have our very similar values, in where, we are very dedicated to gifting people the experience where, it's like, here's the retreat, there's nothing for you to do, but just let us hold you in this sacred space. And I think that's really, really important to know, that when you're coming this far and when you're spending this amount of time, away from your family, away from work, that you will have this magical experience in this really safe container that, you're going to remember for your whole entire life, and really make some magical memories and meet beautiful people. But I really think what's important to also note is that it's going to meet that innermost essence of yourself, because we're so busy and we're stressed even doing the shopping or eating our food, that we miss kind of that sacredness. So we've again curated the schedule that there is, yes, things happening, but also time to just reflect and integrate the processes, and that like there will be time to receive healings from me and Michelle, from Reiki or sound, or some other carefully tailored treatments and sessions. So yeah, it's really about you, and everything is optional, of course. If you want to opt in the early morning sessions, or you want to have a lie-in, like, everything is up to you, basically.
Absolutely, yes. And it's a really, really sacred time and to allow yourself to dive into this experience is really, for yourself, and to be held during this time and to reconnect with your essence is really, what we would like to provide. And I think that, we are really busy in our lives, and that is really, really special doing that in the Bahamas as well. Connecting it with traveling and intentional traveling is such a beautiful thing. And for us to be able to provide that for people is just a dream come true.
Yeah. And again, it's just about taking that chance and doing something that's outside of your comfort zone. And yeah, making the end of the year really, really special, because, by the time the retreat rolls around, there'll be only 2 months left in 2024. So it's like, do you want to, set yourself up for more magical experiences in the future by, if this is something that is, grabbing your interest or, sparking something within you, it's like these opportunities don't come around very often. So this could be your chance to really open, that gate or start yourself on a new journey before the year ends.
Absolutely. Yeah. And yeah, to be traveling to a place where, there's such a unique experience provided, and you probably would never have it just, traveling by yourself, but to be in a retreat and to get to know the locals and the, the community as well. And just the whole experience of like, what is life there on a secluded island is a really, really special thing.
Yeah. It almost feels like it'll be like going back in time, where nobody is like rushing from A to B or looking at their time schedule. It's just like really just being in the moment and watching the palm trees like sway in the wind and listening to the ocean and like sipping a coconut. I was like, well, that's what I want to be doing anyway, in between our classes, our sessions. So yeah,
Yes.
Michelle, it just sounds so amazing. And since we started creating this, I'm already there. Like, I'm already there.
I
Yeah.
can't wait, Katie. It's going
Yeah.
to be a time.
Yeah. So there's still, well, from the time that we recorded it, this podcast, there's still 2 months to go. So lots of time to plan flights and book your tickets and save your sacred space. But of course, me and Michelle are here to answer any questions that you may have, or, if you are sitting on the fence and you're like, yes, this is something that I really want to come to or really want to experience. Please know that we are so happy to answer any of your questions or even jump on a call. But yes, our hearts are wide open, excited to invite you into our sacred container and our very special co-creation. So Michelle, is there anything else you'd like to say before we sign off?
Just really, really honored and excited to be hosting this space with Katie, and it's going to be such a magical time. And yeah, excited to get to know all of the participants and really share a magical time together.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Michelle. I'm so grateful and honored to be asked, and called on this retreat. So thank you for trusting in me and inviting me. So I feel like we are definitely soul sisters, and yeah, it's a really, really exciting time to come together. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And for everybody who has listened to this podcast, we are so excited. I'm sure you can feel that. And yes, looking forward to inviting you all and meeting you there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Michelle.